We have some more breaking news that's coming in. Waqf Supreme Court plea splits India bloc. Congress and AIMIM have moved the Supreme Court against the Waqf Bill. Uddhav Sena distances itself from Waqf Supreme Court plea. Uddhav Sena says the Waqf issue has now been closed for us. So in the Waqf showdown, we are seeing that the showdown reached the top court with Congress and AIMIM knocking the doors off the Supreme Court, filing petitions against the Waqf Bill. And now Uddhav Sena has distanced itself from the Waqf Supreme Court plea. Uddhav Sena has said that the Waqf issue is now closed for us.
सर बिल को लेकर सुप्रीम कोर्ट में चैलेंज किया गया, आपको लगता है?
देखिए, अब ये कानून
आपकी पार्टी भी जाएगी?
नहीं, हमने हमारा काम कर दिया है। हमको जो कहना था, हमको जो बोलना था, हमको जो निर्णय लेना था, हमने लिया है। अब हमारे लिए ये फाइल बंद हो गई है।
I'm going to go to my colleague Amit Bhardwaj, who's with me on the broadcast with more details. Amit, we're now seeing the showdown that reached the Supreme Court with the Congress and AIMIM moving against the Waqf Bill. We're seeing that the Uddhav Sena is now saying that the chapter is closed for them. What can you tell us about this entire issue? Does this suggest about a split in the India bloc?
Chidma, for a matter of fact, we knew that if the Waqf Amendment Bill, which was supposed to be passed in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and it was bound to be passed because the government had the numbers on their side. So it was very clear from day one that after the passage of the bill, certain political parties, including the Congress party, could approach the Supreme Court to challenge the legality or the constitutionality of the amendments which have been brought in the Waqf Amendment Act. And along with that, certain groups such as, Muslim Personal Law Board, other groups could also ponder upon the fact of legally challenging this particular changes which has been brought by the government. So the Congress party is certainly approaching, Mr. Javed from the Congress party, he is approaching the Supreme Court. MIM chief has already said that he is also going to approach the Supreme Court. DMK has taken a similar stance. In fact, Amanatullah Khan of the Aam Aadmi party, he is also pondering upon approaching the Supreme Court against the amendments that have been brought by the government. But, it does not necessarily mean that all of the India Alliance parties will be approaching the Supreme Court or taking a legal route on this particular aspect. It's also about the kind of politics they do and the kind of target group that they have. For the Congress party, a minority vote bank is a substantial vote bank for them, and considering the fact that the Bihar elections are just round the corner this year, the Bihar Assembly elections are to happen. So certainly the Congress party would want to send across this message to their electorate, specifically from those of the Muslim community, that look, we are fighting for your cause. And the same logic goes for DMK as well. MIM, obviously, Asad Owaisi has been very vocally opposing this particular amendments and the changes that were being brought by the government. So it was very clear that he would also take the legal recourse. For Aam Aadmi Party, it seems like a individual choice by Amanatullah Khan of challenging the Waqf amendments in the Supreme Court. For Shiv Sena, the electorate is not something that votes for them. Obviously, the NCP and the Congress party would get the Muslim vote bank in Maharashtra, and being their ally, the Shiv Sena has focused on the Hindutva vote bank. So fighting it illegally in the Supreme Court is not something that is going to politically or electorally going to benefit them. But certainly, it was the alliance, India Alliance's decision to oppose the bill, which the Shiv Sena was on board with, and they had also voted against the amendments that were being pushed by the government and eventually passed in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha by the NDA government. Back to you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Amit, for bringing us those details on that story. We're now seeing the Uddhav Sena distancing itself from the entire issue, saying that the file is now closed for us.